Hello and welcome back to the Shan Clifftop Tower District by night, and the first thing you'll notice by the light of the silvery moon is that we have no more Illithid invasion, no more red skies and no more crowd of people around the area either by the looks of it. So the fourth quest in the chain has been revealed. It's called the Astral... what is it again?
We do what we must to complete the mission.
Astral ambush.
No regrets. No looking back.
For those of you who are not particularly fond of the jumpy type stuff, a little bit like me, you might not find this being your favourite one. That said,
We both know this will end in
combat
violence.
wise at least,
Ready, soldier?
I would say it's comfortably the easiest one of the four. I'm going to do it on Elite just to show the path through. There are some fun little mechanics here as well. The casters have this green shield over the top of them, which you have to dispel by going in melee range. I think not just by going in range, you have to actually do melee. So I'm being forced to swing a little bit, and once I've hit them I notice the shield disappears and then you can damage them properly. Before then you're really up against it to try and damage the things. So this first section there are 4 little gravity switches to find. The easiest way to have some clues as to the locations of these things. Oh whoa, there's already a caster. I was gonna buff up. Okay, let's do the buffs, but using backspace, like there we can see one straight away down there. So whatever your key is for locate interactable object. So there are 2 switches which open the way forward, which you can see over there. That little archway has got 2 switches related to it, and 2 more that open access to a small tower over there, which has an optional mimic in it, which does give cards for the event. Okay. Yes, I came in here for the first time last night with our little group, and for me at least it didn't end well. I was falling all over the place. I don't exactly have the patience for all this jumpy stuff, and you really need to show some of that to get through this kind of terrain. Most of it, if not all, is this low gravity stuff as well, so you've got to allow for that. Like there, look. So I'm going to try and get in melee range, hit him a couple of times, and then you can do some decent damage to it. So we are looking for 4 of these gravity switches because I want to show you the optional. The first one is just down below the entrance point, so just push up against the cliff here and you'll get to that one easily enough. Falling off just sort of re-centers you to the start. There is another one if we just press interactable object just down here. So that first one I got is one of the ones for the optional. If you're not bothered for the optional, don't bother about that. Ah! Okay, I should have used my wings to snug right into the edge of the... I came at it from the wrong side, I think, as well. Let's try and go from this side. Okay, a bit fiddly to get to that one.
The lever activates.
I think we can probably see... no, we're too far away. There is another one over there. Now, in my experience, walking along on these sort of shards in the middle, you're really gonna have a bad time of it. So my advice would be to try and find the solid ground wherever possible, like these chunks of rock. got one squirreled away around here.
A wave of energy washes
And
from
the
the
last
small
one
tower
is
as
over on the
barrier
other
blocking
side,
the
I think.
entrance is disrupted.
Yes, it's down at the base of the tower that we're going to try and get into. The last one. We're going to get to the end of this thing, have a good run at it. I think even without the dragon wings you could manage it just fine.
With both levers
We're
pulled,
just going to go round now
fortress's
to the
barrier
entrance to the
collapses
tower.
in
You
upon
can see it's
itself,
open.
revealing the passage beyond.
And up here we've got the mimic and some bits of coinage and stuff. Now the mimic is reasonably tough. Takes quite a bit to put down, at least for me. Okay, come on, activate. Still got low gravity in here, which can cause a few issues. Let's kick on the Hood of Unrest. Okay, so as mentioned, we can get some cards for the event from here, and there we go. We can probably just DDO out of here. And please tell me I did hit the switch. Yes, I did hit the switch at the bottom of the tower, so that's where the fourth switch is, and now that entrance way is open. That's where we're going. At least unless I do my usual trick of falling down into the ether. Got a mini ambush going on here. As mentioned, at least for me, the combat side of this is the easiest of the four. So if you are into sort of pushing the difficulties, this might be the one to try first. I think they're going to follow me. There's a gravity switch here. I think smashing these two orbs that we've got here will help us progress further. In that last room, by the way, again engaging the caster in melee to get rid of him quickly. In that last room, there are, this room here, there are slaad in all four corners, blue slaad, but I don't think you need to do anything with them to continue. There is a shrine up there should you need it. I think we could just click on a couple of our rings here, couldn't we? And in this here we've just got an orb. No, nothing guarding it as far as I know. And then in the next room coming up, we've got a bit of a slaady ambush with another of these casters. So again, melee. Keep meleeing to keep him honest. See, I stopped meleeing and he's gone difficult to hit again. Okay, so now we're into the second area of Jumpy.
Spy another set of floating islands ahead, including an ominous set.
So here we have, can you see that there? There's like a little plinth with sockets for two crests. We have one over there, I think the octopus one, and then there's one over down here, a scorpion one. up towards the top here there is an optional chest, but it's locked. I'll show you where it is, but I can't actually get into it. And that chest too has cards for the event. So crowd control generally much easier in here than any of the preceding three. I'll take a bit of elevation. The crest is down there, we can see it there. And the chest you can see in the distance over there, but sadly it's locked, so I can't do anything with that. We'll just go and get the crest. I think there are might be one or two ambushing down here. Again, this awful low gravity thing. Okay, take the crest. I think we can just go back into the... So it just takes us back to the sort of start point of this section, so it's quite handy, the fall off mechanic. And for the second one, nearly fell off again. You actually go to the plinth and start from there. I found that's the best way to get to the second one.
2 sockets mark the end of the path, with the final platforms inaccessible above.
I think the crest is just down where that caster type is. So again, melee him.
You notice a crest wedged into the
Crest
crevice
collected.
between 2 rocks.
Slot the 2 of them in. And we'll go on towards the final phase.
With both crests placed, the path ahead forms, granting access to the platform.
Get some electric flaws here. Nothing like as bad as the electric damage you take in the previous edition. Keeping an eye on the charisma damage. When he gets to half health he disappears. And you get a few slaad popping up. You have to kill all these, even the ones on the sides. And that then frees up the path onwards. See, it's unlike the giant's damage in the last one. The electric thing is not too bad, at least on this difficulty. Now the path on is this side. And this is the end fight. So I really should have prepared a bit better. Stick with the melee. Get some crowd control down there. Still with the slightly annoying low gravity thing. Okay, happy days.
You've defeated the
So a quirky little quest, I guess. Maybe a fitting end to the series. I don't see me running this one too much outside of the, you know, once the card thing is finished. I think numbers 3 and 4, the mega electric damage, and this one, I am less keen on. The first two I thought were great. The mechanic in the first one was nice, and the second one I thoroughly enjoyed too. The number 3 with all the lightning damage, I thought that was a bit overdone. And this one, I'm just not a fan of the jumpy stuff in general, so I won't be coming back too often. But overall, I think it was a nice little series, and perhaps maybe once a week it could be a thing to run through the 4 and collect a few cards. Just have that kind of thing going on the back burner. Let's see if we get anything today.
Enjoy the moment.
Forbidden cards. I think forbidden cards is the one. In fact, I know they're the one for this chain, so that's nice to get. And I guess that's pretty much it for this one. So, too long didn't watch. There is an optional mimic chest in the first section, which gives cards for the event. And just have a bit of patience when jumping around. Use the backspace or whatever key you've got mapped to the search interactable to find the levers to unlock your path forwards. And remember to go in melee range of the casters to get through that green shield thing they have, and you should have a decent time of it. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.